The religious leaders in Jesus' day were always trying to stump him with questions and conundrums. Back then, they had sort of denominations, if you will, in Judaism, kind of like we have Baptists, Methodists, Presbyterians, and so on. They had Pharisees and Sadducees and a few other lesser groups. Well, the Sadducees were well known for not believing in a future bodily resurrection, and so they came to Jesus with a question about that very thing, the resurrection, trying to stump him. They said, "Teacher, if a man marries a woman and he dies and she marries another man and that man dies and then she marries another man and he dies as well, all the way down through 7 marriages and 7 husbands dying. And then after that, the woman dies. In the resurrection, whose wife out of all 7 of those men will this woman be?" And I'm sure inside they were giddy because they thought, "Oh man, we've got him now. We're going to make him look silly in front of this crowd." But Jesus rebuked them. He said, "You're wrong because you know not the scriptures nor the power of God. For in the resurrection, they neither marry nor are given in marriage, but are like the angels in heaven in that regard." But he didn't stop there. Knowing their disbelief in the future resurrection from the dead, he continued. "And as for the resurrection, have you not read what was said to you by God? I'm the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. He is not God of the dead, but God of the living." And when the Sadducees heard this, they had nothing more to say, and the crowd was astonished at his teaching. Beloved, just as Jesus Christ was raised from death to life, so will all who turn from sin and trust in him. He is indeed the God of the living. The resurrection is coming. Are you ready? Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry.